Hello everyone and welcome back to another BritSent video. My name is Charlotte and today I'm going to correct a common error. Listen to this sentence. I looked up the definition and got to know what it means. So what is wrong with this sentence? Well, I think students often confuse get something and get to know something. Let's take a look. To get something means to understand it. It is informally used in spoken English to refer to concepts, ideas, and often jokes. For example, it took me all night, but I finally got the meaning behind the song. Or, whenever I tell my mum a joke, it takes her 10 minutes to fully get it. So, to rewrite our incorrect sentence, we could say, I looked up the definition and now I get what it means. Meanwhile, get to know someone or something means that a person gradually becomes familiar with it. We usually get to know people or places as it takes time to fully understand them. This could be rephrased as become familiar with. For example, I've been getting to know the girls in my class and they seem nice. Or, it took me a while to get to know the city, but now I don't rely on Google Maps. So, considering our first sentence, this wouldn't be appropriate, as when we discover the definition of something, it's instantaneous. A better choice would be find out. Find out something or find something out is a phrasal verb. It is commonly used when we make an active effort to search for and discover information. This may be investigating, searching online, or studying. For example, did you find out who took your charger? Or, I finally found out who was calling me. However, we also use it when we are told information we did not already know, often gossip. For example, you'll never guess what I found out today. Apparently, Ellie and Pete have split. Or, I was talking to Jess's mum and I found out that she's pregnant. So, referring back to our first sentence, we could say, I looked up the definition and found out what it means. Now, another verb which is often misused in this context is realise. To realise something means you become fully aware of it. The information or the situation is not brand new. It has just taken the person some time to acknowledge it or comprehend it. It can be referred to as a light bulb moment, when someone finally says, I get it. For example, at first I didn't realise it was a joke and I started to panic. Or, sorry, I didn't realise you were in the queue. I thought you were still browsing. It is worth noting that in British English we spell realise with an S, but in the US it is spelt with a Z. To make sure those definitions are clear, let's finish with a quick quiz. I'll give a sentence and I'd like you to choose the appropriate answer. Get to know, find out, or realise. In the final episode, we will who the killer is. In the final episode, we will who the killer is. In the final episode, we will find out who the killer is. Did you? They were related. I had no idea. Did you? They were related. I had no idea. Did you realise they were related? I had no idea. We had our first date last week to each other. We had our first date last week to each other. We had our first date last week to get to know each other. No, I don't. Start from the beginning. No, I don't. Start from the beginning. No, I don't get it. Start from the beginning. Did you get 4 out of 4? Comment below with your own examples and let us know whether you found out anything new and whether you actually got what I was teaching you. Anyway, thanks for joining me and I'll see you in the next video.